This video we will look how we are going to draw a pair plot in Python, and in pair plot we we are looking at relationships between different variables. So that's what pair plot do. So Seaborn mostly provide a better interface with less line of code. So we'll be using Seaborn for that and a most simple interface. So in pair plot we can see the relationship that we have around different columns, you can say, or variables in the data set. So it can be, you can say, the whole data set. So depending on data set, if the database set is really big, so it might screw or skew the results. So you must look at the columns, and we need to drop some columns if there are more, and then you can see the relationships. So we'll be using two libraries, Seaborn, and we'll be using Matplotlib. So that's what we'll be using, and after that, the first thing we need to do is we need iris dataset that are built in the Seaborn. So we'll load the dataset of iris, and after that we will check what we have in iris. So we'll do a print, we can say print iris dot head for, so it will load the dataset and we'll look what we have in iris, then we will draw a pair plot. So now here, if you can see here, we have the 5 variables. So now we will look the 4 variable relationship around different we have a species. I think we have 3 species. So if you can see the unique values in species, and if you can say let's say we have the species, yeah. So we can say the unique iris dots, why is that coming error, iris, okay, we don't need the dot here. So yeah, so we'll look unique values. So we have 3 unique values. So these 3, we will be seeing the relationship around these 3 variables, and we'll be drawing a pair plot on that. So we'll write sns.pairplot, and for pair plot we'll be using the iris whole data sets. So we'll write iris, and then we'll write plt.show. So now we'll look how it's going to give us the results that we are gonna get in a pair plot. So now if you can see here, we are seeing a pair plot, and depending on the sepal length, sepal width, these are all four. So it's just a basic, so we need to add hue in order to see the relationship between the variable that comes in species. So we need to do that by adding hue. So we'll copy the same here, and we'll just put it here, and I think we just have to put hue here. So if we put that hue into species, so let's say, and now we will see how these 4 differentiate between the species that have 3 yeah. So now it's more clear. So we can, if we'll see here in the plot, so we can see all the trees relationship, that how they are different and how much they are and what are their dimensions. We can say the y-axis. So it's all we can see here by differentiating between the hue. So now we'll add a few we can say other things, and for that I think let's say we will write the same code, and we'll add some color here. So we can say we'll write we'll write a palette, because yeah, so it's more than one color, so you can reduce a single one. So you'll raise a palette coolworm, and then we can say we'll also write markers, and for markers we will assign it into square brackets, and we'll write O, and then we'll write in the brackets S, and then what we're going to write is we'll write we can D. So and now we will show, yeah, it's already written, so let's run it. So now we'll see it will change the color to Coolworm, and then you have also the markers. Yeah, so the markers are also changed. If you can see here, it's circle, and it's a triangle if you can see square. So these all are also change. So we can also change the markers if we want to change. If we, let's say for Setosa, if we put something, you can say the hash will not work, so let's put star here. So see if we could run, you can run the code and show how the markers are changed. So yeah, so that's how. So yeah, but the star looks really small, so I think the circle will work, and that's we can call O. So O will work, and it will say like square. The circle looks fine to me. So now after that, I think we need to add a little bit, we can say more the labels and change something. Let's see if it can run. Let's see what you are adding here. So I think hue species are fine, so I think we will remove the palette from here, and we'll add the KDE, which is some type of line, we can say, in each plot, how the values are goes up and how it is goes down. So yeah, so diag, yeah, so for diag we will using kind, and we will be, let's say, using KDE, so it will add a line on the plots, and we'll also put a height here, and for height I think we'll add 2.5. so yeah, so and after that we can say we'll add a label also. So plt dot x label, and for x label I think we are using, let's say what we are using in x label, let's use measurement, and let's copy the same and move that to y, and let's say we'll put that, and let's say we'll be using density. So let's see what we have here, and it's running, and I think it will display the change the x and y label. So here we have, if you can see here, and you have the following thing displayed and the labels. So that's how we are going to draw, you can say, the pair plot and pair plot in Seaborn, and that's how we are going to, you can say, edit the plot a bit. And I don't know why that's not working, but I think it might have some issues or in the library update. So yeah, so that's how you're going to draw up your plot in simplest way in 1 to 2 lines, and we need to understand the data first, so in order to draw that. So yeah, so that's how we're going to draw your plot in Python. Thank you.